Take a deep breath, release the noise, and set an intention for this moment. Today's reading is an invitation to reconnect with your intuition, your energy, and the path unfolding in front of you. This isn't about prediction. It isn't about fear. It's about guidance, reflection, and truth. As you look at the 3 piles in front of you, notice which one you're naturally drawn to. Don't overthink it. Your intuition often speaks before your mind catches up. Choose pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. There is no right or wrong choice. Trust your intuition. Take what resonates and leave the rest. While I shuffle the cards, grab your favorite drink, settle into the energy, and let's see what Spirit wants you to know today. If you chose pile 1, welcome. Let's see what Spirit has to share with you today. We'll begin with today's song, then explore the card, the images and symbols that stand out, and how this message may be showing up in your life. There are no right or wrong interpretations in tarot. The cards often speak to each of us in different ways. You may connect with the image, or maybe it's simply the color that catches your eye. Perhaps it's a symbol, a word I say, or even a single phrase, while someone else is drawn to something completely different. That's the beauty of tarot. Much like music or art, the very same message can speak to each of us in a different way. Trust what naturally stands out to you. Take what resonates, spend a little time reflecting on how it may be showing up in your own life, and simply leave the rest. My role isn't to tell you what to think or predict your future. My role is to hold up the mirror, offer guidance, and help you reconnect with the wisdom that already lives within you. So, let's turn over your cards and see what Spirit wants you to know today. Today's song is Here Comes the Rain Again by Eurythmics. The lyric that I connected to pile 1 is, Here comes the rain again. Okay, so this is moon energy, water energy. Very moody blues, channeling this energy while shuffling the cards. This lyric feels deep, like the ocean, full of emotion. There's a feeling of longing here, with a touch of sadness as well. Perhaps you're needing to feel something so deeply, but it always seems just out of reach. Almost like a faded memory, creating a new emotion you're not quite sure how to express or process, leaving you questioning yourself. The lyric makes me think, talk to me. Perhaps Spirit isn't asking you to talk to someone else. Perhaps it's asking you to talk to yourself, to have that internal dialogue, to open up to yourself the way you would with a lover, to be honest about what you're truly feeling instead of pushing it aside. Just something to think about. Now let's see what card came out while channeling this energy. The 8 of Swords. This is self-imposed entrapment. Swords represent the mind, thoughts, beliefs, and perception. Right now, you may feel stuck. You can't see clearly because you're getting lost in your emotions. As I look at this card, what immediately stands out to me is the red. To me, that's root chakra energy. Trust, survival, security. Feeling blocked at the very core of who you are. But remember, this is a swords card. This is air energy. Your mind is convincing you that you're trapped. It's creating a prison that may not actually exist. It's telling you that you can't have everything you're longing for. But if you look at the horizon, there's a castle. There's a path leading toward it. Everything you're truly longing for is still there if you can just get out of your own head. It's really not as complicated as your mind is convincing you it is. The other color that catches my attention is the purple. To me, this is pointing toward learning to become more intentional with your thoughts. So how do we do that? By slowing down, by setting daily intentions, by mapping out small, actionable steps that begin creating the reality your soul has been longing for. I actually think this may also be happening primarily on a subconscious level because of that strong root chakra energy. That's the lower self, the survival self, the part of us that wants to stay safe because what's familiar feels comfortable. You may be feeling out of sorts, moody, and not really sure why, or you just can't quite put your finger on it. Spirit is asking you to go within. Listen to your soul. Feel those feelings. Feel those sensations in your body. Your body never lies. Your intuition, your feelings, never lie. It's usually the monkey mind that begins creating stories. We so often fool ourselves into believing those stories are reality, while ignoring what our soul is really craving. Today's invitation is to slow down, listen within, sit with whatever comes up, and then begin taking small, intentional steps toward creating the reality you truly want. If this resonated with you, if something stayed with you, a word, a feeling, a color, a symbol, or even a single phrase, don't rush past it. Spend a little time with it. Take a few quiet moments to meditate, journal your thoughts, or simply sit with whatever came up for you today. Sometimes the greatest insights don't arrive all at once. They unfold little by little as we create space to listen. Trust your feelings. Trust your intuition. If you chose pile 2, welcome. If this is the pile your intuition drew you toward, let's see what message is waiting for you today. Remember, there are no right or wrong interpretations in tarot. You may connect with the image, a color, a symbol, a word I say, or maybe even a single phrase. Trust whatever naturally stands out to you. Take what resonates, reflect on how it may be showing up in your life, and simply leave the rest. Now let's begin with today's song, explore the tarot, and see what Spirit wants you to know. Today's song is Here Comes the Rain Again by Eurythmics. The lyric connected to pile 2 is, I want to breathe in the open wind. I want to kiss like lovers do. Okay, this immediately feels like sun energy, creation energy, life force energy. As I sit with this lyric, the words kiss like lovers do don't actually make me think about another person. They make me think about your relationship with yourself. This feels like solar plexus energy, personal power, confidence, creativity, passion. Learning how to love yourself the way you've been searching for someone else to love you. The lyric, walk with me, talk to me like lovers do, keeps echoing in my mind. Maybe Spirit is asking, when was the last time you treated yourself like someone you truly loved? When was the last time you spoke to yourself with kindness? Something to think about. As I continue sitting with this song, another thought comes through. The storms, the rain, the darkness from pile 1. Without the rain, nothing grows. The rain cleanses. Rain waters the soil. The rain prepares us for new growth. Now the energy has shifted. The clouds begin to part. The sun comes out. There's almost this feeling of seeing the rainbow after the storm, finally understanding why everything had to happen the way it did. I want to breathe in the open wind. That feels like freedom. Finally freeing yourself from false perceptions, stepping into your own power, finally feeling comfortable in your own skin, not relying on an outside source to make you feel whole, or waiting for someone else to choose you, not waiting for permission to become who you already are, because after all, we are creation energy. Just like the sun, we were created to shine, to create, to grow, to become. The card that came out while channeling this energy was Justice, divine justice. To me, this feels like finally arriving at a place of truth, clarity, balance, cause and effect. You've learned some lessons, maybe not easy lessons, but necessary ones. Justice isn't about punishment, it's about balance being restored. Owning your participation in the past versions of yourself. Not blaming yourself, but recognizing where you gave your power away. Recognizing where you accepted less than you deserved, and the choices that brought you to where you are today. Because that's how we take our power back. As I look at this card, I'm immediately drawn to the red. Again, this feels like lower chakra energy. grounding, stability, personal power. The sword stands upright, truth, discernment, healthy boundaries, seeing clearly. The scales remind us that balance isn't something we find, it's something we create through the choices we make every single day. To me, this card says your energy is finally in a place where new manifestations can begin taking root. Set your eyes on the next goal. Keep creating, building, and keep trusting yourself, because you're no longer creating from survival, you're creating from alignment, and that's a very different place to create from. Maybe that's what this song has been trying to tell you all along. When it rains now, you will no longer fear it. You appreciate what it's nourishing, because you know the sun always returns, and when it does, you'll be ready to grow. If you chose pile 3, welcome. Well, your intuition brought you here, so let's see what it has gotten you into today. Remember, there are no right or wrong interpretations in tarot. You may connect with an image, a color, a symbol, a word, or maybe just one random phrase that refuses to leave your brain for the rest of the day. Trust whatever naturally stands out to you. Only, take what resonates, spend a little time reflecting on how it may be showing up in your own life, and simply leave the rest. Now grab your drink, let's flip these cards over, and see what Spirit has been trying to whisper to you all along. Today's song is Here Comes the Rain Again by Eurythmics. The lyric connected to pile 3 is, I want to dive into your ocean. This lyric feels otherworldly to me. The frequency of this song almost feels like you're stepping outside of space and time. Like for just a brief moment, you've stepped outside of yourself and you're looking back down at your own life from a completely different perspective. When I hear, I want to dive into your ocean, I immediately picture being out in space, looking down at Earth. All you see is the vastness of the oceans. It almost looks inviting, like, I'd want to dive right in too. But then another thought comes through. Maybe this isn't about diving in at all. It's about being able to see the whole ocean because you're standing outside of it. Is this energy asking you to see something from an outside perspective? Maybe you don't fully understand all the intricacies of the situation because you're completely immersed in it. It's hard to see the whole picture when you're standing in the middle of it. It's almost like another world, another dimension. Don't we treat our relationships like that sometimes? Why does it leave us feeling so confused, when in reality, it's really not that difficult to understand? Words should align with actions, just like the tides. The ocean waves always comes in, and then the ocean waves always goes back out again. That's simply the nature of things. So why do we overcomplicate them? Why do we create entire stories in our minds that leave us feeling like we're living in another intergalactic federation? Maybe, just maybe, some open, honest communication is all that's really needed. Maybe sitting with someone else's perspective for a moment helps us understand something we couldn't see before. Sometimes taking our emotions out of a situation allows us to see it much more clearly. Learning it's not necessary to dive quite so deep. Sometimes the outside view is exactly what we've been missing. The card that came out while channeling this energy was the 6 of Swords. This is a card of releasing, moving on, transition. As I look at the imagery, it feels like they're trying to leave the shallow shore behind and make their way into deeper waters. But remember, these are swords, air energy, the mind, thoughts, beliefs, rumination. Sometimes it's our thoughts that keep us standing on the shoreline. We hold on to the baggage, replay the conversations. We keep trying to get people to understand our point of view. Meanwhile, the boat is waiting. The calmer waters are right there. This card feels like Spirit gently asking, what are you still carrying that no longer belongs on your boat? Because sometimes it's not the storm keeping us stuck. It's the weight we've refused to put down. The more baggage we carry, the harder it becomes to move forward. The harder it becomes to see things from another perspective. Sometimes our inability to release and let go leaves us feeling like we don't belong, like no one understands us. kind of like we're speaking a different language. But maybe the lesson isn't getting everyone else to understand your perspective. The lesson is understanding theirs. Not because you have to agree with it, but because understanding creates clarity, and clarity creates peace. Today's invitation is to look at this situation from a different point of view. Take a step back, take a breath. You don't have to dive into every emotion. Sometimes, simply observing the tides is enough to know when it's time to let go and sail toward calmer waters. I hope today's reading gave you something to reflect on. If a color, a symbol, a lyric, a word, or even a single phrase stayed with you, don't ignore it. Sit with it, journal about it, see where it leads. Remember, this is a collective reading. If you're looking for a more personalized tarot reading or a tarot coaching session, I'd love to work with you. You can learn more or book a session on the website at Spirit and Root Tarot. If you enjoyed today's reading, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which pile you chose and what resonated with you. As always, trust your intuition, and I'll see you in the cards.